It's what everyone guns for. It's the playoffs. And starting with the AFC side, we have the 4th seed Texans going against the 5th seed Chargers. Drew, you and I sitting in the exact same place. Chargers win this one, correct?
DJ Stroud is 0-5 in his professional and college career against a Harbaugh.
Oh, fuck, man. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I think that this is just kind of disappointing just because, how big I was on the Texans and CJ Stroud and everyone coming into the year. And now we're talking about them losing in the first round to the Chargers, who are a good team. One of the best defenses in the league. Justin Herbert looks fantastic. Ladd is great. Quentin Johnston, we talked about earlier in the podcast. So yeah, it's I think the Chargers are going to go ahead and take this away from the Texans pretty comfortably. Ravens at the 3rd seed.
You got a score prediction?
Oh, actual score prediction? Yeah, let's go 13-24.
Yeah, I got like 20-13. Low scoring game.
Yep.
Chargers defense holds out.
Yep. Ravens at the 3rd seed going against the interdivision rival, the Pittsburgh Steelers at the 6th seed. If you would have asked me about this matchup a couple of weeks ago, I would have said this is going to be a fucking awesome game. This is going to be super competitive.
It still will be. It's a division game.
It's a division game still. Man. Absolutely.
It's still going to be funky. The Ravens are 10-point favorites, and I would be taking the Steelers to cover that.
Ravens coming out on top, though, for both of us, correct?
Oh, definitely. The Ravens are winning, but I don't know if they win by more than 10. I saw a prediction today that Ravens 31, Steelers 13, and I was just like,
oh, yeah.
Y'all, no. Division games in the playoffs, teams don't get shellacked like that. It's not happening.
No. What's your score prediction for this one?
27. Shit, I said they would cover. I don't know if they can get more than 17. Damn, maybe they will. I would say 27-17.
27-17. Okay, I was thinking more 20-14 was. I think it's another low.
You know what? I'm gonna
just because of the defense.
I'm gonna go 23-14 because Zay Flowers is not playing.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah. I like that. Buffalo Bills going against the Denver Broncos. Hey, shout out to the Broncos for making the playoffs. Shout out to Bo Nix, rookie season, making the playoffs. But I think this is going to be a very comfortable Buffalo Bills victory. What's the favorites on it? Do you know what the favorites are off the top of your head?
Yeah, the Bills are 9-point favorites over Denver right now.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I would expect the Bills to cover that.
Yeah, I'm definitely okay with that. I'm okay with a 31-17 victory for the Bills. I'm pretty comfortable with that.
Let me check one thing just because I am curious. It's going to be 21 degrees with 15-mile-an-hour winds, some flurries of snow. So I would not expect Mr. Bo Nix, who I love and admire and was a great college football player. I would not expect him to take his skill set into the flurries of Buffalo and succeed there. So
I'm absolutely right there. I don't see any shot, man.
Sometimes it just comes down to experience, and it just is what it is.
Yep. No, absolutely. And that's going to cover our AFC side. So looking at it from this way, this would be the Chargers playing against Kansas City, correct? And then the Ravens playing the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, that's good. I
Give
like
me
that.
that.
Yeah, that's fun. I love that. First of all, you get
I
the division
because you get the
matchup,
division.
and
Yeah,
then
you get the division.
you get Josh Allen versus Lamar Jackson, the MVP race. Oh, I fucking love that. That's movie shit. I like that.
And don't get me wrong, I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs over the Chargers in that game, but that's not an easy
No,
dub for the that's not an easy dub at all for the
I
Chiefs,
think
so
that's another low scoring game, but we'll get to that when we get to the divisional, obviously. Let's go to move on to the NFC side, and let's go and start with the fourth seed and the fifth seed. Once again, we have the LA Rams going against the Minnesota Vikings. Game, if because of all the fires happening in LA, might end up being moved to Arizona actually instead. No word on that officially, but I'm sure we'll hear word on it very, very, very soon. Drew has a look on his face. Are you going with the fourth seed?
yeah, I'm picking
Wow.
the Rams.
I'm not. I'm not doing it. I'm definitely going with the Minnesota Vikings. Um, Listen, man, the defense is really good. I know that the Rams are the team that a lot of people don't want to face right now. The firepower is high. Um, I don't think so. I don't see it happening. Detroit may have been able to
Coming
put
up,
31 points on that team, but that's Detroit. That's a different playing a different ball game at that point.
we are playing a different ball game, but if you wanna know the belief that Minnesota has in their own building right now, do you know who they elevated to the roster today and are gonna make the number 2 quarterback for the game?
Who?
Daniel
Daniel
Jones.
Jones. Yeah, let's go. Oh, fuck. I'm still going
Interesting
Minnesota.
timing coming off of Sam Darnold's worst, um it's in a dome. Minnesota has an amazing, amazing stadium. They have an amazing defense. It's loud as hell in there.
Yep.
But Sean McVay is a hell of a coach,
Yep.
and Puka Nakua and Cooper Cup and
Kyron
Kyron
Williams.
and
Yeah.
not Blake Corum because he fractured his forearm,
Yep.
but two of the best rookie defenders we've seen in tandem in a long time. I think
Yep.
it's going to be a hell of a game, and I'm very excited.
Yeah. I'm with you on this one. Instant classic 23-24.
I love it.
Yep.
The Vikings are currently 1-point favorites.
Yeah, there we go. Um, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, third seed. Washington Commanders, sixth seed.
Tampa Bay currently 3-point favorites.
Um,
Um, Tampa Bay's winning the game, in my opinion.
okay. And what does this come down to for you? Like what is it that makes you
I
pick Tampa over Washington at this point? Even though Washington's been a better team.
Tampa Bay takes this game into a shootout. Baker Mayfield is super comfortable with a fuck it game. I think Jaden Daniels is super comfortable in a shootout also, but he's a rookie. He's never been here before, and I would expect that he has some struggles.
What's the score?
I will be thrilled if Jaden wins. Absolutely thrilled.
Yeah.
I want him to win, but I'm not picking with my heart here. Um, Imma go 27-24 Bucks.
Okay, I was going 27-20 Washington, Jaden Daniels, game ending down the line, Washington winning.
I love it.
Yep.
I love it. Inject it right here into my veins.
Right?
Give it to me.
Oh man. All right. Philly versus Green Bay, second seed Philly, seventh seed Green Bay. Um, where are we going?
Philly.
Yeah,
I think Philly's assuming go ahead. Let me search up Jalen Hurts real quick.
I think that this all kind of comes down to Jalen Hurts and the availability. Has he practiced all week?
Can we get any he was out practice today.
He was at practice today.
Yep.
Okay. Um, it's Philly. If Jalen's at practice, if Jalen's okay, it's Philly. If Jalen's not at practice, Jalen's not okay, it's comfortably Green Bay. I still think that with Green Bay, how good they are, how good they've been, I think this is another close game. I think all of the NFC games are gonna be fucking fantastic. I think they're gonna be awesome. I think that this is a rematch from week 1 too. First game of the season, by the way. All the way back in Brazil, but we're playing it in Philly this time. I don't know how much better that is. Same area, I guess. Um, let's go.
I do want to say two things just based off of stuff that I'm seeing on social media right now. Do you know how many interceptions Jalen Hurts had this year? He had
Yeah,
5.
I was gonna say I thought it was 6. Yeah. Okay.
2 of them came in week 1 against this Packers defense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But also the other lingering thing that Jalen Hurts has been dealing with all season is this finger injury that he's had.
Right.
And I'm watching clips of him in practice today, and he's warming up and throwing passes, and the wide receiver's throwing the passes back to him, and he's catching them. He doesn't have a spotter next to him catching the ball. So you're not sitting there catching the throwback passes if your finger is any type of concern right now. So
Okay. Let's go.
um, they are 4-point favorites,
Green Bay covers.
27, 27, 24.
Uh,
Yeah, they
31,
come.
31-28. Yeah, that's yep,
I love that. I hope so. I want to see a shootout. We
yep,
deserve a shootout.
absolutely. Yeah, man. And then that's gonna put us. We're at odds with 2 of them, so we're either getting Minnesota or LA versus Detroit, and then we're getting Washington or Tampa against Philly, which I'm sure Philly would enjoy to go against Tampa once again to try to get that redemption from last year. So, and I know that Green Bay wants to go against anyone to try to make it past the divisional, try to get themselves a little bit further. I know Jordan Love wants to prove himself a little bit more. Yeah, man. So it's going to be great. I think the wild card situation has been set up fantastically. If things go great on the AFC side, like we think it is, and fuck, man, the divisional is going to be a lot of fun to watch. It's gonna be really exciting. It's gonna be a lot of fun because even with the divisional with LA or Minnesota, I think you have the divisional matchup in Detroit versus Minnesota, or you have a fucking big ass shootout with LA and Detroit, like like you've already had. So I think it's gonna be awesome. All right, so that is it for us. Another 2-hour podcast in the books, man.